Hey guys, it's Gameface here, and welcome back to episode 4 of my Leeds United career mode. Now in today's episode we're going to be finishing off the summer transfer window, as well as getting into hopefully 2 or 3 matches in today's episode as well. Those games are going to be obviously outside of the window, and are going to be against Burton to begin with, then a game against Birmingham, and potentially the big derby against Millwall at the end of today's episode, depending on obviously whether we are able to get to that game. Obviously Leeds lost that one in real life 1-0 fairly recently. Hopefully though we can get ourselves a better result, and obviously Leeds last night losing as well against Cardiff. Obviously all kind of fell apart, to be honest, in the first half, leaving not too much to do really for us in the second half. But at least we're still doing fairly well in the league, and obviously we've had a good start nevertheless. But let's crack on with today's career mode episode. Before we get into things, if we could try and hit 100 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. First of all, before we get into things, let's crack on and try and get ourselves through the rest of the summer transfer window. No intentions of signing any new players in this window, at least. Anyway, we're going to save all our money for the January transfer window, just in case we have to add to the squad if we're in some sort of terrible position. In the last episode, you might have seen it. If you haven't, then the link is in the description below. But basically, we had a few sort of poor matches. We lost in the cup round of one of the cups now, and we also lost against, I think, Nottingham Forest, I think it was, in the last league game they played in the episode. So not such a good episode. Obviously, winning the first game, but losing the next 2 matches in the last episode. Hopefully, in this episode, though, we're going to be able to bounce back and get ourselves some more wins, especially against Burton. You've got to beat them, surely, of all teams. But let's see how we get on into the transfer deadline day now. 10 hours to go through here. Like I say, not really anticipating to sign anyone, but we'll certainly take a look at any offers that we get in. And we've got ourselves an offer in virtually straight away. We've got Jack McKay here, bidding for him, and again a player that we're looking to get rid of. He's been listed. We've accepted all sorts of offers for him. We'll accept this one again. It's just whether any sort of personal terms can be agreed for that deal. And yet again, Jack McKay's transfer talks have broken down. Don't know why this keeps on happening. Maybe it's just a little bit of a glitch, and maybe we have to wait until the next window to be able to get rid of him. But at the moment, they're not agreeing personal terms. It might be his wage is too much. I'm not really too sure what he's on, to be honest. But considering he's such a cheap player, I don't know why that deal keeps on breaking down every time we accept the offer. But it doesn't seem like any other deals we've done before the end of the window. Obviously didn't really have any other intentions of selling any other players other than him, really. So nobody else has gone. I've managed to keep hold of all our better players. Okay, some emails. Obviously deadline day is over now, but we've got a training injury, and it's for Ep4, a player I don't think has played for us yet, thinking about it. He's out for 6 weeks, torn hamstring. Obviously that's not helpful to us. We want all the players available ideally, but isn't a huge impact, to be honest, because obviously he hasn't yet played, I don't think. So sad to see him out for 6 weeks, but hopefully when he does get back, he can get a little bit more game time. On some play drills now, before we get on to the next game against Burton in like a week's time, I think. Hopefully going to get ourselves some changes in overall this week. We haven't, though. A few changes in stats, not too bad actually, but just no one getting particularly close to the next overall just yet. Okay, another transfer offer in. Even though we're outside of the transfer window, you can now actually submit transfers to be made, obviously, when the transfer window reopens now. So that means we have received an offer from Yeovil. It's a little bit more money this time for Jack McKay. Again, going to accept it. Again, I won't be too surprised if that doesn't actually come to anything. Monthly scouting updates to take a look at. These are the English players that I'm having a look at. See whether there's anybody else. We've currently got 1 guy in the academy. We've just added to that, though, with a second, and nobody else looks particularly good this month. On to the game against Burton now. This is the team that we're going to go with. A few changes to the usual starting 11 that we go with, but Vivan's going to start in goal. Ailing at right back, Janssen, Cooper and Barani make up the rest of the defence. O'Kane and Vieira just in front of that, and then Sacco, Sayaz, and also Alioski as well, playing the 3 centre attacking mids, with Lasogga starting up front, of course, and hopefully going to get ourselves a good performance from those from 4. This is the bench that I've gone with: Bothwick, Jackson, Flint, Phillips, Click, Roof, Hernandez, and Jabitsky as well, who's on the bench for us as one of our strikers. Grot doesn't quite get on there this week, but might well get on it for the next match that we have coming up. Let's see how we get on with this team. Obviously a few changes because it's Burton in a game that we should really win, but also got to think about the game against Birmingham in about 3 or 4 days' time. Okay, so currently second in the league, a couple of points I think behind Middlesbrough, who are top at the moment. Got a chance to try and get a little bit closer to them by winning here and hoping that they drop points in their match. Let's see how we get on. Obviously a fairly strong team, a few changes obviously to the team to try and keep things fresh, but we'll hopefully have enough in this squad to be able to beat Burton. Vieira managed to win it back. Oh, gets fouled really badly there by the defender, who played it right to him. Made a huge mistake and had to bring him down. That's going to be a red card, in fact, for him as well. Wasn't too sure if it was going to be red or yellow. And then Turner's been given a straight red card 15 minutes into this game. Gives us a free kick just on the edge of the box as well. Poor mistake from him, and it's cost him the rest of the match now. Good position for a free kick, but I'm not so convinced I'll be able to get it up and over the wall. It's almost a little bit too close here. We're going to give it to Sayers and see how he gets on from this position. Can we get it up and over the wall? We've got it up, and we've got it over over, it's in the back of the net, it's 1-0, Sayers scores from the free kick and punishes Burton even further after getting a player sent off. Now they've gone 1-0 down and we're taking the lead 16 minutes into this match. Great little free kick, gets it over the wall and also down a little bit as well into the top corner. No save in that, great start to the game. Sayers going to shoot from range, oh, he scores as well, what a finish that is. There's no stopping that, it's right into the top left hand corner, what a strike. So far out, 25 minutes in, that is an incredible hit, and look at him running into the crowd. That probably needs fixing, I think, for the full game, doesn't it? What a hit that was, though. Players run into the crowd, and what a strike. Look at this. Look at the way he just built up the ball as well. Fantastic hold-up play as well from Lasogga, and what a strike. You can't stop that. 2-0. On for his hat-trick here already in this game. Lasogga, oh, what a pass that is. O'Kane getting forward, nearly got brought down. O'Kane with a good bit of movement into the box, managed to turn and keep hold of the ball and get a shot away as well. Couldn't quite find the back of the net though. Good save by the goalkeeper, came out well. And it could have been a third one there, getting in behind Burton really well. Lasogga still waiting for the right pass and couldn't quite find it. O'Kane into Sayers. Lasogga back into Sayers. Oh, still a chance. Just runs away from a little bit. Hits the post still, though, from such a tight angle. Had to be cleared again by the defender. And that's such a good opportunity for him to get his third goal of the game. Didn't quite manage it, but a great chance for him. Sacco now going to keep hold of it and actually play it onto Ayling, who gets on the overlap. Looking for a cross into the middle. Not too many options there. And that is it for the first half. Still won the game 2-0. Obviously, really, really happy with the way that we're playing at the moment. We probably could have had a third goal, to be honest, at least. But we are certainly very much in control of this match. Can't remember too many Burton chances, if any, to be honest, in the first half. But winning the game 2-0, let's try and enter the scoreline in the second half. Sacco now running forward, getting himself into the box. Can he make it 3? Sacco does. What a finish that is on his left foot. He's got himself another goal for us. And Sacco's been in the goals a lot recently in the last few episodes. He's got himself another one. He started here. And now we're in the game 3-0. Really, really good result. But look at this. Looks like he keeps hold of the ball, then plays it through at the right time. He makes a great run through the defence and slots it past the goalkeeper. Great finish. And manages to score on his weaker side as well. Fantastic finish. He's actually looked pretty good at shooting as Sacco, which has been really surprising because he's obviously not really known for his final product and finishing ability really in real life, but he's certainly looked pretty good for us in game recent episodes, so hopefully that can continue. He's obviously going to be a good source of goals hopefully for us as more of a squad player, because yeah, he's certainly been a bit of an impact on the pitch recently. Okay, edge of the box, going to shoot. Oh, got blocked. I had a feeling that was going to be good there, but it's Luke Murphy, the former Leeds player, that manages to block it. He's lost it here, though. Lasogga now onto Sacco, turns out. Oh, tries to get another shot away. Again, prevented, and it's cleared as well by the defence. Let's make some changes now. Obviously, got ourselves a really good advantage. We can afford to rest some players now with that Birmingham game in a few days' time. Okay, so all 3 changes. We're going to bring on Phillips. We're also going to bring on Click and Roof as well. We'll take it for Lasogga, Sayers, and also Alioski as well. Give those guys a rest, obviously, for the big Birmingham game midweek. And yeah, we are going to be making those changes. Obviously, Click in like a different sort of position to usual on the left-hand side of centre attacking mid, but basically just trying to rotate the players and giving him a chance, since I don't expect him to start against Birmingham. So yeah, he'll get an opportunity now in the final 30 minutes. Oh, Burton pull back with 10 minutes to go there. Disappointing, obviously, to concede like that, but it's Boyce that does it, and it's now 3-1, lost the clean sheet, and yeah, very frustrating to have done that. Hopefully now we don't go on to concede another. That obviously happened, I think, last episode, I'm pretty sure it was, where we managed to somehow concede 2 in the final few minutes of a game. Calvin Phillips, now into Roof. Oh, Roof got the right side of his man, can get a shot away, makes it 4, slots at home, and we've responded 3 minutes later after conceding. We've managed to put ourselves back into a 3-goal lead, 4-1 now in this game against Burton with 7 minutes left, and I don't think that's the last goal either. I think there could be another one still within the final 7 minutes as Burton continue to put more players forward to try and get any sort of goal back. Roof does pretty well though, turns out, and obviously slots at home past the keeper, no saving that. Oh, really poor pass. Goes straight to Sacco. Now a chance for an attack. Sacco going to look into Roof. Certainly got the pace to get around the defender. It's going to be a difficult one, though, to turn back in, and he's doing it brilliantly. Roof still going. Going to lay it off. Vieira. Oh, took a touch. Wanted it first time. And it's cleared. Roof. Go on. Laying it off here to Calvin Phillips. Go on. Oh, saved by the goalkeeper. Roof following up. And cleared again. So close to getting a 5th goal. I thought we'd get one, to be honest. There's still time as well. A little bit longer left. Vieira into O'Kane to shoot. And again saved. And we got an injury actually in the box. That looks a bad one. Don't know who it was. Maybe it was Roof. No one's gone off the pitch though, I don't think. So I'm assuming it's okay. Stays on the pitch. Does have an injury though. It's delivered in now. Sacco's in the middle. Was never really favourite to win that, but he might get there still. and actually cleared for Burton. And that is it. We've won the game 4-1. Got ourselves the 3 points. Got ourselves back on track as well with 4 goals in that match. Disappointed not to get the clean sheet, but still enough to hopefully try and put a bit of pressure on Middlesbrough. 17 shots, 10 on target. Burton had 6 and 4 on target. Complete domination, the sort of result you'd expect really against a team like Burton. On to some play drills now before we get on to the next game against Birmingham. Exact same players again this week to hopefully try and train up and improve over the next couple of weeks and months. This week, no change in overall still, but we do have a few attributes going up, which is good news. McGrott and Phillips making a little bit more progress this week. And I think we've also caught up Middlesbrough by a point, I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly certain that we were 2 points behind them at first, but now we're just 1 point. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure we have started to catch up a little bit. Down at 16 points, we remain on 15, I should expect. Okay, on to the next game against Birmingham now. This is something I'm going to go with. Again, a few changes, obviously playing quite recently. We've got another game against Millwall as well to try and focus on after this match in a few days' time. Reval again starting in goal. We've got Anita this time at right back, Flynn Cooper and Bolton Jackson making up the rest of the defence. In front of that, O'Kane and Phillips. They've got Roof, Sayers and Hernandez with Chibitsky there starting up front for us as well. So a fairly strong team, obviously a few changes like I said, but still I think a good enough team to beat Birmingham. On the bench is Berardi and Janssen, those guys getting rested for the game against Millwall, and we've got Vieira also on the bench there with Klich, Dallas, Olioski and Lazoga as well as different options for us. Hopefully going to get ourselves another 3 points, going to try and aim for all 9 hopefully in today's episode. If it is 3 games that we get through in today's episode, then obviously aiming for 9 and trying to get ourselves overtaking Middlesbrough hopefully. Okay, then here we go for this match. Obviously a changed side here against Birmingham, but I still think more than a good enough team to be honest to beat them. We've got a good team out. I think we've got plenty of pace as well on the side going forward. Hernandez comes back in as well, who's looked very, very good, especially with assists at times during this season so far, and a really good start to the game early on. Stockdale, a Leeds fan, just claimed the ball. Chibitsky holding it up, waiting for Hernandez to make a good run. He has done. Hernandez looking for a shot, and it's 1-0 early on. Stockdale couldn't save. Hernandez scores on his left foot. 4 minutes in, winning the game 1-0. And Chibitsky there doing a fantastic job holding it up. This time, it's Hernandez getting the goal, not the assist. And a really, really good finish on his left foot. Don't know what the defence is doing there. Birmingham just step up. Don't follow Hernandez's run. Look at the fullback, tuck inside with Chibitsky. Hernandez makes an outside run and finishes it off. Stockdale probably should do better, to be honest. It's not too far away from him, and maybe even gets a glove to it. But yeah, Hernandez just gets enough power behind it and forces its way into the back of the net. 1-0. No, what a pass. What an equaliser that was. Tore us open with that pass there. Fantastic response from Birmingham. Can't really complain about the way they've scored that goal because it's just brilliant football. Really good pass, just breaks open our defence totally, and don't know who's supposed to be marking, but it's a fantastic finish as well. First time, great through ball, wouldn't mind seeing that one again actually. Good bit of intricate play here as well, quick passing, just finds a fantastic run there from midfield I think, and slots it home first time, and we are now level 1-1. Birmingham getting themselves an equaliser, couldn't save it there, reviled, and it goes in the back of the net, and we have got a game on our hands I think now. 24 minutes into this game, Birmingham responding really well. Roof, inside to Hernandez. Keeping hold of the ball well, but looking to try and get a cross in, maybe if he can. It's not a great cross, but nearly found someone. Keeps hold of possession, actually. Cameron Phillips now going to look for a left-footed strike. Oh, it's found the back of the net as well. What a finish that is on his left foot. It's another long-range goal, and we have got ourselves back in front a couple of minutes later. Cameron Phillips there with the strike, and 27 minutes into this match, it's 2-1 now against Birmingham. Certainly wasn't expecting that. Hernandez did well to keep the attack alive, and that is a fantastic finish. Keeper maybe should do better. Not too sure about the technique of diving. I don't know whether Stockdale could get to it, but certainly doesn't really seem to try that hard with the dive. But now it's 2-1, and maybe that's slightly affected by the fact that Stockdale's obviously a Leeds fan. Anyway, Birmingham City have got themselves a substitute, actually. They've made a sub 28 minutes in. I'm assuming that's an injury that had to take up one of their players. Oh, ball into Roof. He's got himself into the box. Can he tuck it home now? Yes, he will do. It's 3-1. Roof scores, and with 10 minutes left of the first half, we made ourselves 3-1 up. Could be quite a high-scoring game, could this one, with the third goal going in for us, and obviously the fourth of the match there. 35 minutes in, Roof scores and gives us a 2-goal advantage, 3-1. Great run from Roof. Little 1-2 here there with Chibitsky. Gets himself into the box. Defence can't get to him, and the keeper not going to be able to save that. Oh, that was another goal there for Birmingham, so close. Must have taken a deflection, goes out for a corner on the stroke of half-time here. Cottrell to deliver the corner. Got to try and get it away, but actually connect with it. Fantastic header, but a good save by Vivald. Out for a corner. Again, another one for us to defend. Got to try and keep it at 3-1 going into the half-time break. Can't allow Birmingham to get themselves back in and give them a little bit of hope. Ball goes into the middle, again can't be cleared, and this time Birmingham City have found the back of the net. It's 3-2, high scoring match this one, 5 goals in the first half so far, and they've got themselves again within just 1 goal of us now. So unfortunate to have conceded just before half-time. You could kind of see it coming though, struggling to clear the corner, obviously lacking a couple of tall men, with Janssen in particular, one of the players that has obviously been dropped to the bench for this game, and they've managed to find the back of the net with that header chance. And that's it for the first half, still remains 3-2. Obviously frustrating to have conceded so late on there, got to try and get ourselves a 2-goal advantage again in the second half. I think we can, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a few more goals still left in this match. Hopefully we haven't used them all in the first half. 3-2 up though, so far 5 goals in the 45 minutes. Well, ball through to Hernandez, what a pass. Hernandez running through and going for a shot, and that is absolutely dreadful. Falls to the ground, and as he should as well, that was terrible. Okay, 2 changes to begin with. Dallas and Click to both come on. We'll take off Hernandez and also Sayers as well, just to rest those guys for the game against Millwall. Obviously, I know I've been taking off Sayers quite a lot recently. He does obviously get quite tired, but I also want to try and keep him for as many matches as possible, so that's why he does come off after the 60 minutes or so, just so he can keep playing basically every match. What a ball in, what a save by the keeper. Keeps it out, and still has a chance. Just about got ourselves in front of that one, prevented it from going in the back of the net. Such a good opportunity for Birmingham, but it's out for a corner. Get the changes on now, 15 minutes to go. So close, got to defend this corner much better than we have done previous ones. They've looked to throw each time, but this time it's being headed away up to Klitsch, who's got to try and do it by himself. Doesn't have enough pace, loses it. Okay, final change is a little bit different. We're going to take off OK, we're going to bring on Pontus Janssen, a holding midfielder, and we're going to see who gets on in there. In fact, we might actually put Cooper there just to get Janssen back into the box a little bit better and give us a bit more height. I'm a bit worried about that going into the final 14 minutes. Obviously a very close game at the moment. Haven't managed to get ourselves any more goals in the second half. I'm expecting a lot of players to go forward for Birmingham, so we're going to play a little bit tactical. We're going to bring on Janssen for the final 14 minutes, and hopefully he's going to help us out in the air a little bit. Roof trying to win it back, got himself on a yellow card, but he wins it back fairly. Now it's Stuart Dallas, can we make it 4? What is that? That is terrible. Almost as bad as Hernandez's shot they had earlier on, but this is on his weaker side, so I'll let him off a little bit more, but still should do so much better. Just has to hit the target there, and it's basically a guaranteed goal. But we've managed to mess that one up, and that would have been the one to put it to bed as well. 10 minutes left in this game, still just 1 goal in it, and it's going to be Stockdale to launch the ball forward in an attempt at trying to get themselves back on level terms. Anita onto Roof. Now going to look to someone in the box if we can. Maybe even just stall time a little bit here. Anita coming back inside to Cooper. Click it back into Anita. It's a great run. Anita back across. Probably should have shot himself, but I thought it would open up for the little ball across the box. Really good play. Managed to pass it all the way around Birmingham there with a fantastic bit of intricate play. Unable though to get the shot away. Oh, ball through, great chance. Oh, Janssen does well, he was offside anyway. Just about managed to get to that one there with Pontus Janssen, but like I say, he was offside anyway. He managed to step up just in time, and really, really good defending there. But that is it, got ourselves another 3 points. It's a 3-2 win, more of a narrow victory than the one against Burton, of course, and no goals in the second half, surprisingly, especially after all those 5 in the first half as well. So really, really surprised about that, but got ourselves the victory. Was just a 1-goal advantage in the end, a tight one, but a really, really good game actually for both teams in particular, but happy to get the 3 points. Hernandez obviously getting himself a goal, probably should have had another one as well, with a good chance there in the second half. Birmingham actually having twice as many shots as us. We only had 5, they had 10 in that game. And that victory takes us above Middlesbrough, who must have lost their last match. We're now 2 points in front of them in first place, which is obviously great. Have a little bit of a gap now as well between them. Hopefully can extend that with the final game of today's episode, which is going to be against Millwall. Again, transfer talks are broken down with Jack McKay. Don't know what's going on with that deal. Hopefully get rid of him in January. If not, we might have just released him, to be honest. No real interest in keeping him. But for now, we'll keep hold of him, and we will quickly change around the team for this game against Millwall, hopefully going to get ourselves a big win against our rivals. Okay, so on to the final game now of the episode, and like I say, it's against Millwall, huge rivalry between the two teams. This was a game that obviously Leeds lost in real life 1-0. Hopefully going to do much better than that in this match, and we'll have to wait and see if we can get ourselves 9 points from today's episode. Rival starting goal, we've got Ayling coming back in, as well as Pontus Janssen and Flint again at centre-back. Ronnie at left-back, Vieira, O'Kane, Alioski, Sayers, and also Hernandez as well playing, and then Lazaga, of course, up front for us. Anita on the bench, Cooper, Phillips, Roof, Sacco, Grot this time, and Trubitsky as well, also starting on the bench for us. Stuart Dallas, Click, and a few others missing out in this game. Let's see if we get on. Got to obviously try and get ourselves a victory here against our rivals. Expecting a fairly tough game though. Okay then, here we go. Final game of today's episode. Huge rivalry between the two teams. Of course, we have to beat Millwall in this game. Got to try and get ourselves a victory against them. Ideally, a thrashing as well would be nice. They're currently 19th in the table, so even though I expected a tough game, I mean, the table would say otherwise. We'll have to wait and see though exactly what they've got for us. Hopefully though, we can get ourselves a victory nevertheless. Baradi into O'Kane. Okay, now into Ayling. What's it going to be like from this range? We'll give it a go. Oh, he's found the back of the net as well. Oh my days, how has that found the back of the net? It's another early goal for us. 5 minutes in. Luke Ayling scores. I mean, It gets to the point really where we maybe have to look at changing the sliders a little bit, because even though it actually looks like I've put the sliders in our favour or something, but the sliders are just on the default setting for Legendary. It just seems like on FIFA 18 in general, long shots are ridiculously overpowered. And so we've managed to score again from range. Look at this for a strike into the bottom left-hand corner. Keeper can't save it. Maybe need to have a look at that. Maybe try and weaken the long shots on this game if VA are incapable of doing that themselves. But nevertheless, really, really good strike. Managed to put ourselves 1-0 up. I suppose you can't really stop that, to be honest. The accuracy is pretty good into the side netting, but it's another long-range goal, this time from Luke Ayling. Ball through to Sayers. Oh, great run. Can he get the finish? No, he can't. How has he managed that? Had 6 or 7 shots so far in the opening stage, and only 20 minutes in. Still remains 1-0. Should have really taken one of these chances. It's right, the goalkeeper, who saves pretty comfortably and out for a corner as well. Sayers again going to try and deliver into the box. What's the delivery going to be like? Oh, not good this time. Oh, what a pass. What a pass this is. Great counter-attack from Millwall. Great delivery as well at the back post. Oh, if it had been on target, might well have been a goal. Instead, it's wide, and a really, really good response from Millwall. Their first shot of the game so far, and it was nearly their first goal as well. Ball through into Sayers. Still going. Going to cut back onto his right foot. Can he get the finish right? I think that's a good save again from the goalkeeper. He's kept him in it. Could be maybe 4-0 by now. Great save by Archer, who makes it another corner for us. No idea how many have had. Certainly feels like a lot. He's made 5 saves so far. Pablo Hernandez onto the edge of the box for O'Kane. Going to shoot again from range. Oh, this time strikes the bar. Bombarding Millwall's shots. They can't really cope, but it still remains 1-0 somehow. Let's go short again. Hernandez going to play it to Sayers. Going to hopefully get ourselves a better angle for a delivery. Oh, really, really good run actually, I think, from Vieira with the header, but goalkeeper again saves down to his left-hand side and prevents the second goal. Berardi inside. Sayers now a chance to turn and shoot. Oh, what a finesse, what a finish as well. And it's just nearly 40 minutes into this match. We managed to finally get the second goal, doubled our lead, and fully deserved as well. What a finish this is, by the way. Fantastic finesse. No stopping that again for the goalkeeper. And finds back in that, makes it 2-0, and a really, really good strike. Double our lead here against our rivals Millwall. Finds a great bit of space there, just on the edge of the box. No defender can get close to him, and the keeper is definitely not going to save it that time. Half-time still in the game 2-0. Obviously really happy to be 2 goals in front. Could really be much more though. Millwall very, very lucky to not be losing this game 4 or 5-0 at half-time. Some good opportunities for us. Goalkeepers very much kept them in this game. They still have a slight way back in this match, hopefully to get themselves an early goal in the second half. So obviously got to try and add to the scoreline. Got to try and make sure that we can make it 3 and then 4-0 in quite quick succession. Let's see whether we can do that. Elliott making a great run actually in behind, goes for an instant ball into the middle, should be able to deal with that. We have done just about, but actually they've hit the bar. Oh my days, we've not dealt with this whatsoever. In fact, it's had to be Alioski, I think, there to clear it. Really, really poor. Should have done much better there. And I just couldn't quite, after we headed it away, couldn't quite get rid of it from the edge of our box. Now a chance for us to attack ourselves. Sayer's going to try and deliver, and intercepted. Okay, all 3 changes, and it's going to be all 3 of our centre attack mids coming off. We're going to bring on Chibitsky, Roof and Sacco will take off Sayers, Alioski, and also Hernandez as well. Give those guys a rest. Obviously 2-0 up with 17 minutes to go. You suspect we should now go on to win this game. So they're going to be rested. Obviously our main 3 players that are creative and obviously goal scorers as well, all coming off here. Got to make those changes, got to try and protect the players, make sure that they're fully fit or near enough to have some sort of involvement in the next game. Lazoga looks to shoot here from range, always made it 3-0. Thought we weren't going to get ourselves any more goals in the second half, but we've managed to do that. And Lazoga, who I can't remember scoring, I can't remember the last time he scored, to be honest. I think it's been a few games, not too sure on that one, but scoring fantastic finesse nevertheless, and getting himself a goal in this match. 3-0 here against Millwall. Got ourselves a clean sheet, hopefully, as well, with just a couple of seconds left of this match, and I'm really happy to have added to the scoreline. It's a bit more of a deserved sort of scoreline, I think. It could have easily been 4 or 5 by the first half, but we've managed to get ourselves a third anyway here in the 90th minute, and that should be the game put to bed, and that'll probably be the final opportunity of the game as well. Yep, that's it. 3-0 victory over our rivals Millwall. Really happy with that. Fantastic away result for us there, and I actually think the results we've had this episode have been pretty realistic, given the fact that we've come up against those sort of teams that you should really be beating, particularly obviously Burton and obviously Millwall as well, who are a little bit further down the league table than us. But yeah, quite a close match against Birmingham as well, in between the first and last game that we've had in today's episode. So yeah, pretty happy with all the results. All of them fairly realistic. Still maybe looking to tweak the difficulty a little bit, maybe look at the long shots for the next episode, which seems to be very, very overpowered this year. And that leaves us top of the league table still, 5 points now in front of Middlesbrough, obviously getting ourselves a little bit of a gap there. Team struggling to keep up with us, and Middlesbrough losing yet again. Don't know what's happened to them. Seems to have crumbled recently, losing to QPR 2-1 in their last match. But that's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for the support as well on the channel recently. If we could try and 100 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button while down
down below and they'll be absolutely fantastic. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at GamefaceHD and on Instagram at GamefaceHD as well. The links to those are in the description below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.